I'm Brenda Judah with Integrity Biofeedback Incorporated and Integrity Biofeedback Academy. I'm excited and privileged today to introduce you to the Life System. The Life System is a complex biofeedback device. It employs the wisdom of quantum physics, however, it remains completely user-friendly. We're going to take you on a very brief tour through some of the screens of the Life System and talk a little bit about what you can expect when you're using the Life System. Back in the 1940s, there was a Dr. Harold Saxon Burr, who was a medical researcher with Yale. He determined that pathology could be identified in the energy field of the human body long before symptoms were ever present. We know today that a body is 40 to 60% involved in a disease before symptoms appear and before that particular disease or disorder can be diagnosed. Dr. Burr felt that by manipulating or adjusting the energy field of the body, we could not only prevent diseases, but we could also help the body to correct aberrant energy patterns leading to disease and disorder. Every single day in Integrity Biofeedback, we get wonderful feedback from our clients of some pretty amazing things that are taking place in the bodies. We are not the healers of these people. We are the facilitators, and we do that using the Life System. We love to talk about the Life System and introduce not only our clients, but also our students to this field of energy medicine. The world is based on energy. Did you know that 98% of the universe is energy and only 2% mass? We'd like you to sit back and enjoy the next few moments. If at the end of this DVD you're interested in more information or to purchase the Life System, you can contact us at balanceyourstress@comcast.net, balanceyourstress@comcast.net, or check us out on the web at biofeedbackedu.com, biofeedbackedu.com. Thank you for your time today. A study done 40 years ago at Oxford University by biophysicist C.W.F. McClure revealed that electromagnetic frequencies are 100 times more efficient and infinitely faster than physical chemical signaling. That brings us to the Life System, an advanced electrophysiological biofeedback device, the latest in biofeedback technology. It is CE certified and registered throughout the European Union as a Class 2A medical instrument, and it is registered in the United States, Canada, Australia, South Africa, and Saudi Arabia. It is also FDA approved here in the US. This is the login screen for the Life System. You'll place your password there, hit login, and go to demographics. This is how our demographics screen looks. You will click New Client. You will put in all of the information for your client that is available to you, especially the birth date, the place they were born, and the time if it is available. Down at the bottom you'll see there it says Comments and Affirmations. This is an area where you can type in with your client's assistance some affirmations for them. It will create a electromagnetic energy field around them during the entire time of the session. You will also load the pictures in on this particular screen, and after you hit Save All, it will actually put the client over on the right-hand side there and keep them in a client database. This is the history profile, which is your next stop. This profile, you can click on any of these things you see here where it talks about different body parts or medications or exposures or inherited disorders or their personal history of disease. This is an area that is beneficial only for the practitioner. It has no bearing or effect on the test itself. From there, you will click on Lifestyle Profile. You will hit the Start button here to calibrate or to connect the system energetically to your client for that day. You can see that we have three areas there below the Start button. The first one is for adrenal function and spiritual connection. The second one is for brain function and emotion. And the third is for physical and life force, the strength of that particular client that is sitting there, energetically speaking, of course. From there, you will click Reactivity Test, and it will take you to the next screen. This is the Reactivity Test screen. When you click Test Potential, the system will generate the 7,000 energetic frequencies that are stored in the software. The client will have an instantaneous physiological response to those different energy patterns, and it will be recorded, and it will look like this. This is the top responses, okay? These are your acute responses. The system records the body's strongest responses at the top of the screen. If you will scroll down on that same screen, you will find the body's chronic or latent buried responses at the bottom of that initial reactivity test screen. This is very helpful to see what kinds of things are underlying with this client. After you've done a reactivity test, you will see that the system will place or populate in this little box here where it says indication the panel that is of the greatest need for energetic balancing on that particular day. This is a great little item because it helps you to know exactly where you need to start with that client. If you don't do anything else with that client, that is a place to start. The Life System has a search function area. This allows for a more specific search of stressors. For instance, if your client comes in great pain, you might want to type in pain there. Hit your search button, and the Life System will define the responses on that particular day for everything that has to do with pain. Perhaps it may give you acupuncture point information, it may give you some remedies, it may give you some areas where you can begin to work with that client on that particular session to help relieve the pain that they have come in with. You can also click on one of these 39 panels here. This was on the right hand side of the screen, and as you do that, it will bring in all of the things having to do stressors with allergens or with fungus, hormones, lymph, meridians. Whatever panel you choose, the system will define and bring up things under that particular heading. This is great when you're searching for very specific stressors. The system also generates a fractal image. It is an energetic signature of an item in a digital graphic form. I will often cut these out and give them to people to take with them. I believe that this particular fractal will draw the energy of that particular item to my client if they have that on their body or they're carrying that on them somewhere. That is, of course, my belief. Children love to see those digital graphic forms as well. They love those energetic fractals. Also on the reactivity test screen, you can see listed there where it says previous visits, all the dates of a previous visit. When you highlight one of those and you hit restore, you are able to go back and to look at a previously stored test. This is great because you can keep an eye on the significance or the strength of certain stress patterns in your client's body, and you're keeping those tests stored on the hard drive of your computer. On the reactivity test screen also, you have a test tray. You type in the name of the desired product into the item name field and you hit import. You have placed that item on the tray of your Life System box, and you can import all kinds of energetic frequencies into your system. If you are a nutritionist, a licensed nutritionist, or you are a health practitioner, a licensed health practitioner, you may have products that you would like to place in the Life System and be able to test your client for to see what the need of that particular client is for that particular day. Moving on to the Wellness Information panel, you're going to test the geopathic stress patterns and then release those geopathic stressors for the length of the session. We also have music feedback with the Life System as well. You can make your choices there. When you click on, it'll bring up another screen which will help you to decide what you want to use for your client that day. You also see the electromagnetic resonance protection there. The system automatically defaults to on when you are on the harness. If you're working with someone at distance, you will want to go in there and choose on. From the Wellness Information panel, you will go to the Susceptibility panel. You will click the Test Potential button on this particular screen, and the system will bring up the client's strongest or most acute to the most chronic susceptibilities for that particular session that you're working on them. This is a nice panel also because it helps you to see things that are beginning to take place with your client, areas of stress. And so what you want to do is record those and then be able to go in and begin balancing those areas. Also over there on the left-hand side you see transfer 2, and you see rife-like, meridian, spinal, NEP, cell-com, and chakra color. These are 6 of the main profiles, and one of these profiles will always be the indicated panel for that particular client for that day. Remember back on the test screen you saw the indication. That is what the client needs that day. There will certainly be other areas that you will be working, but that is an area where you would begin. Also from this wellness information screen, what you're going to do is choose the different profile panels that you would like to work in. As you can see here, we have acumeridian, allergies, aging, miasms, auto programs, biofeedback, bones, brain, cell-com, chromosomes, circulation, heart, color, chakra, cosmetic, dental, detox, digestive, dimensional, ears, eyes, emotional, homeopathy, hormones, iridology, lymph, muscles, nerves, NEP, which stands for neuro-emotional profile. We also have a profile very specific to pets. Rife-like, respiratory, sarcode, sinus, spinal, sports and injury, susceptibility, time specifics, and vitamin and mineral. For those of you who work in different modalities, perhaps you're an acupuncturist, I think you will find the acumeridian panels very, very efficient and very effective. We have several emotional panels and screens that we can work in with clients. In the time-specific panels, we have 1,242 different energies, signature energies, to help with 1,242 different types of disorders that your client may be bringing up. Vitamins and minerals, very important panel for those of you who are nutritionists and work with people on their health and their dieting and things like that. A great panel for that. Spinal is wonderful for chiropractors, spinal and muscle and lymph, things like that. Very, very important for the chiropractors and the massage therapists that work with the life. As you can see, it covers. We invite you to take a few minutes to just glance through this, and if you're interested and you would like to know more about the life system, please do contact us and we would be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Again, thank you for your time.